I'm live. Good morning and welcome. It is a full moon, Scorpio. Yes, it is. We have some energy going on. I've been having technical problems with my computers. So you gotta bear with me, people, because there's some crazy shit happening all around. So you know what? On that note, we're gonna bring in some sage and bring things in. So come on in. Welcome everybody. I'm on Facebook on my Mary Jane Tracy page. And I'm on Periscope. So I'm on both. And doing it. I'm doing it, maybe. I'm doing it. So I'm starting everything on fire here. So just bringing in some sage. Just allowing for some sage to come in. And hello. I will get you guys' comments up as we go. I got to click on the comments for them to appear. So, and okay, did I miss something with Tanya? Tanya, oh, you got the job. Congratulations. Tanya got the job. So we're going to be congratulations. That is absolutely fabulous. Wow. Oh, good news in crazy times. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need good. We need positive. It's party time. Okay, we're on our way to Des Moines. I don't know how we're going to get across the border, but we'll find a way. We will find a way. It's party time. So that is absolutely fabulous. I'm so happy for you. And it's so wonderful when you get really good positive news like that. So whoop, whoop. So good morning, everybody. I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm seeing everybody from Periscope. Is there anybody in here from Facebook? So make sure you give lots of hearts. Do the hearts. Thumb up. That really helps that crazy algorithm and gets things going. So what are we going to be talking about today? Oh, right. It's a full moon. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Well, a lot of my notes were up on the computer that keeps crashing. So I'm just going to close it and say, that's it. So hopefully, positive vibes for this and bringing in beautiful energy. So this full moon is a deep, deep moon. This is a deep energy. This is coming into our depths. This is coming in to the soul essence. And there's a lot of energy in sort of fixed signs. So we have the moon is in a fixed sign. The sun is in a fixed sign. So the moon is in Scorpio, sun in Taurus. We have Aquarius energy with Saturn there. And then we have Uranus in over there in Taurus. And what I'm feeling and what I keep getting in is that there is some energy that has no aspects in right now. But I feel, even with that Uranus or with that Aquarius energy over to Taurus, over to Leo, it's coming into that energy of self, that discovery of self, that depth of self, and coming into that deepness of who we are, allowing for that depth to come in for ourselves, an opportunity for healing. I think this is really a beautiful day to do some magic and really bring in some magic into your day. And that could be very simply by going outside, connecting with nature, finding a leaf, and even writing what you want to release on that leaf. So finding some old leaves, and you could take a pen very easily. You can take even, just a Sharpie pen and write on it, right? And just write on, I'm going to release this, and just you can bring out your cauldron if you want outside and just write on these and burn them. It's a very natural way and just allowing for your, to release what it is that you want to release. So taking even a bay leaf and taking your bay leaves and writing on the bay leaves of saying, I'm wanting to release. This is my depths of what has been going on to my soul. And then begin to bring the water in and I would start to scry, doing some scrying. Okay. So scrying is when you can get a nice clear bowl, you get the water in there. And usually we do this, it's dark. We do this in a dark area. And with a little candle off to the side, I used to put a cover over my head and scry and this is in scrying, the information I used to get in scrying has been absolutely incredible. Some of it's been a little bit scary, the things that I saw in my scrying, because it really brings in sometimes a lot of parts of your intuition or things that you are detaching from, or something that you are not wanting to connect with. So it is really a part that with the scrying, it is allowing for you to just release and go in and allow for the visions to come up. Scrying, you do not use you don't overthink things. It's very much like tea leaf readings. You don't overthink this, right? You just have to allow for that energy to come in and to look at it and accept whatever you see. It's not to judge whatever you see. And that's really very much with this goddess energy coming in with this full moon, allowing for this energy of this goddess. And I'm not getting a particular goddess right now. So I just got the goddess, the goddess. That's what I get. I get the goddess. So I'm not getting a particular goddess, and allowing for that, her energies to come through with this full moon. This full moon is very, it's a very transformational type of energy of this full moon. Now I'm just grabbing my phone because I'm just, there I am. Okay. There we go. So this is bringing in some beautiful energies for us and allowing us to bring in this energy. And I know I should have some earphones and stuff on, but I just wanted to say, okay, so I do have people on my face. Just have to show you. I do have people on here. So just, and the people who are on there, I am not seeing your comments for some reason. I'm not seeing any comments from you guys on Facebook on here. I don't know why. Just let me look at something. So I know there's a delay there. So if the people on Facebook, unfortunately, so I'm going to keep my phone open so I can see you. I can only see, maybe it's because it's the Mary June Tracy page. First time I've done a live on there. So just an FYI. But you are listening. So you're listening and you can see me. That's the most important thing, Sherry. So I have Sherry on here. But so one thing for you guys on Facebook, and even though I may not be able to see you, if you guys can really get your little thumb going and start doing lots of hearts and lots of things to do with the algorithm, because so things can come out more. Scroll with the advertising. Damn, your fire. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. So I'll stop that. Morning, Candice. So definitely continue to do the hearts and stuff. And that. So the energies that are coming in with this full moon, is very, it's very exhilarating. It's, I can't do that. It's one that's taking us to the depths. And when we're going down into these depths, when we're coming down into this energy, it is really not for you're freezing for me. I don't think I'm freezing for anybody else. It's maybe that you need to restart your phone or whatever you're on. So, because I would have a notification on here. So just an FYI. So if I am free, if I freeze on your end, That's your equipment, because I'll know if I freeze on my end, because right now I'm getting stuff coming in very clearly. So, okay. All of these technical difficulties. So the energies that are coming forth for us is the goddess coming in to really take us to these depths, really allow us to go into these depths. And in going into these depths is not to detach. See, the one part too is because the Leo kept coming in this morning with this, and this Leo energy is really an opportunity for us to connect with the heart, to connect with us. And feeling hyper this morning. Yeah, I know I started off being hyper and I thought, nope, I had to ground. And bringing in the love and the abundance. So this feminine goddess wants us to connect with this energy that wants to bring forth the love. You see, the energies are lighter, even though we're not fully in the Gemini energy. But with the nodes here, brings in a lot of lightness. The Cancer Capricorn was the oak tree, was this tree that we were building and putting our roots down in our foundation, allowing ourselves to feel some of the emotions, get into the emotions, and trim away. Sometimes we did it, sometimes we didn't do it, right? So this is about us connecting with that truth, and coming in with that connection with that truth. Sagittarius can get us a little bit scattered, which way are we going? What are we going to be doing? How about this? How about that? And funny enough, the Gemini energy wants us to say, look at the truth of where you want to go. Look at what is true to you. Don't be numbing yourself. Don't go out and start numbing yourself and watching the attachments you have, right? Watching these attachments and watching that attachments that you have. So this is where if it's too much, if something is too much, if it's too much for you, then you have to look at that, or you have to let it go. If something is over the top, and this is where Scorpio comes in, because Scorpio is the boundaries. What are your boundaries? What are you setting up? Right? So looking at those boundaries and seeing who is overstepping those boundaries in your life. Is there somebody who's coming in too much that is just like, hey, you know what? This is my, sanctuary. This is my area. I don't want to have you here all the time. This is too much. This is not what I want. So this is looking at what is working for you or what isn't. Leo is a connection that's coming in that is kind of like bringing forth and saying, what is your self-worth? What is your happy spot? In comes Peter Pan, right? What is your happy spot? And where is that happy spot in your life? Like, what is that happy place? Allowing yourself to be able to bring in that focal point of what brings you happiness, what brings you that contentment, what brings you that alignment. And this is showing you where things that relate, that can bring you into that energy, right? Looking at where that energy is for you and how the energy can flow for you. So this today and going into the weekend, because the moon is now, I think, around 19 degrees into Scorpio. So the full moon was this morning at 17 degrees. And of course, the moon's just moving along because the moon is going to be going into Sagittarius. So it's moving out of Scorpio and it's going into Sagittarius. So it's moving in and going in. And it's the first time that the moon is going to meet the south nodes in Sag. And so we're going to find that it's like, whoa, okay. It's like I got like it's going in. It's like, whoa, this is rocky in here, baby. What's going on? I mean, it's kind of like this is, Sagittarius are usually, I call them the party house. Usually it's a party in here, but what's going on? The boat's kind of rocking. And it's like, okay, how are we going to stabilize that? Right? Because if things get really over rocky in our life, and I think there's a lot that's been happening in our own lives, especially over the past 18 months, that has us looking at and dealing with our emotions, dealing with our roots, dealing with what we are wanting to create. Now, this is where, I'm getting, my guides are telling me, it's like, okay, we've given you a lot of tools. It's time to start utilizing them. It's time for you to start really being proactive and bringing in and using your magic, using those other gifts that you have, not just allowing it to the fates. Now that just keeps coming in for me because, I always used to think everything, it's fated, it's meant to be, blah, blah, blah. And it's just, it just is, and going into that energy. And many times it's what I've said, it is what it is, it's just, it's all fated. But my guides are showing me that this fated energy, or what I'm calling fated, is when you just, yes, let go. They also said give up. You just sort of like, yeah, okay, that's it. This energy is getting us to step in and say, is that just it? Is that just what you want? Is that just where you want to go? Is that the type of relationship you just want? And this is coming forth and it's saying, what, it's like you want a full blossom, beautiful garden. And you're just like, oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, that would be a really nice thing. And it's in your vision and you see it and you desire it. There's a desire, the desire comes in, but you're like, oh, it's just so hard. It's just not what I, maybe not this year. Maybe I'll wait another year. And that's where this energy is coming in and saying, you want to wait another year? That year, it won't come. This is the opportunity now. This is the timing now. So when you go into astrology and they show you, this is where you get, this is your push. So when we look into the consciousness, this is your push to say, this is what you need, right? I'm fine. I'm done. It's not meant to be with my exact words. And then, so then this is where the transformation has to come. It's like, okay, maybe I accept certain things, but where do I want to push ahead? Where do I want to, it's like almost where you're going along and you're going straight and then you have to angle off. And it's like you're looking at something over here, whatever it was or whatever it is. And you're just like, you know what? I can let go of that so I can go forth and have something even more incredible. I am going to dig my heels down. I'm going to allow myself to open up to this even more. And I'm going back into my notes here. Because I know consciously, oh my goodness. I know this energy that's coming in and that is bringing us to a place to allowing ourselves to diversify and allowing ourselves to create, to come into that source of creation and coming into our lives, your lives, what is working, what isn't working. And that's where I feel we have to start going into. Yes, there's certain things or powers that be out there, but this is where we have to bring in our magic. This is where the magic starts. This is where we start to bring in what is our spells? What is our where is it that I want to put my energy? And that's the key. Where is it that I want to put my energy? And how does that look and how does that feel in all that I am doing? And stepping into that. They keep telling me, and I keep getting magic, and I keep getting the goddess, and with this moon and bringing in that type of energy, it's quite strong, and not, it's like not pushing it aside. So it's like if you haven't saged in a while, and you're just like, this is going back. Oh wow, what does saging do? Getting out there, getting that saging done. Don't just, and that's where, don't just numb yourself and just say, oh, okay, whatever. It's like coming back into that magical selves. And that's where the Scorpio is coming in, because the Scorpio is very transformational. It is the phoenix. It is the one that rises, allow ourselves to go through and soar. So this energy is very bringing forth a lot for us. But I just feel it's not that it's not that it's different than what we were used to, because we've been in such heaviness. And this is where you got to go, and you have to bring out your cauldrons, bring out your ingredients, bring out what it is. This is like you're feeling a bit I'm just reading some of my notes. You're feeling a bit itchier than usual and irritated. So the energy of peace is disrupted. Your sleep might be disrupted. You are, it's a rendezvous with this mother moon, with this goddess in perfect timing. And this is like allowing yourself, it's like, yeah, but I just want to sleep. But the sleep is becoming interrupted because the timing's coming in for you, for this conversation and this dreaming, for allowing for this dream that you are so wanting and desiring to start to implement and starting to put down the footsteps towards it, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a project, whether it's work, whatever it is. This is where this energy is coming in to give you, it's like almost where there is no time to sleep right now. This is not a time for sleeping. This is time for us to stir up the cauldrons. It's margarita time. I got practical magic coming in. It's margarita time. It's starting to bring in some of that alluring magic back into our lives and not allowing it to die. Because I feel for the past 18 months, we've been trudging all through this swamp, through this energy, and we're coming out into like, there's a meadow here. Let's get the cauldron. Let's get the ingredients. Let's start the fire. Let's allow ourselves to ignite. And let us allow ourselves to come into, and especially this weekend, coming into some more magic and allowing ourselves a little bit more ritual. In order to do that, it means the timings are going to fluctuate. Okay? So here and there, so that's no biggie. More magic, we all win. So this is where we have to come in and release our doubts, release those fears, release those judgments, write on the leaves and the bay leaves and releasing it into the cauldron, transforming it as it goes into the air, transforming it into that magical mist and taking it up to the Great Mother. This is a great teacher, and we can't ignore this energy that's coming in for us. And this full moon, you need to make space. We're going to be having, the full moon, we want to make the space because within the new moon that will be coming in Gemini, we need to make that space to allow for that truth and that willfulness of ours to come in. So don't bring in the judgments. It's allowing for us to honor our sexiness. It's time for us to honor our joy of magic and not the shittiness and the other obscurities that we may have been looking at, or the news. This is a time for us to hand on our heart and bring that hand on our heart and listen and attune and connect. The connecting of this energy is important. It's important for us to write down what you've done, and burn it. Write down what you're grateful for, burn it. This is getting that, and get the cauldrons out, get that energy going. This is a connection and calling us. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting that, this is huge connection for all of us. This is about us getting us and casting. This is about connecting. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter if you are in a coven or not in a coven. I don't give a fuck. This is about us connecting into this oneness of this moon. The Scorpio moon is very magical and it's very powerful because it's showing us that we have to get into this power at this time. So any time between now and this weekend, like remember the moon is active 3 days before and 3 days after. It is time for us to activate. It's time for us to unite. It's time for us to see where we've been too much and over the top. It's time for us to let the sweetness in. Because as we go forward, the thing is, it's almost like this is our preparation. Because as we go forward and in the unfolding that is going to be coming towards us over the next coming weeks, months, this is helping us to stand up and be able and be prepared and not allow for the fates to take us into directions that we are not happy with. This is allowing us to come into our true thoughts, our true desires, and our true wants and our needs to bring in the prosperity and the abundance. It's our due diligence. So it's a very powerful energy that's coming in for us and bringing in that magic. So this is looking into, what are you reading? What are the types of books are you reading? What are you watching? What are the articles that you are listening to? What am I listening to on for music? What am I planning? What are you planning? And looking at the energies from there. So this is bringing forth some uplifting, sending us connections, allowing us to connect. And because it is Taurus energy, and the Taurus energy wants us to bring in sustainable and what we love and not get distracted with the other. So there's, yeah. I think this is just a, not get distracted with what is not working. So sending you guys out so much love. I have a full moon special on mini readings, $25 today only. They're recorded and sent to you. If you want one, you can do it by email, thegoobermama@gmail.com. You can send an e-transfer or you can do it by PayPal. Okay. So DM me, let me know, and you will get one later on today. So you will get it. You will get it by midnight tonight. You will get your reading. So they're $25. And so send me it by e-transfer or PayPal. Candice said, and Raylene said she sent. So that's awesome. And it's for today only. So don't come to me tomorrow and say I wanted the reading, because tomorrow I won't have time. I won't have time. So I have designated time today to do these readings. And then tomorrow is I'm finishing up the tarot horoscopes for people. So tomorrow I'm sending out the June tarot horoscopes. So they're going to be starting to send out tomorrow for people who've ordered those. Don't come to her tomorrow. No, I Candice, don't do that. That's my little lion. I'm like, so yeah, so let me know. Send me. I know it's a few people. I know Charlene, Raylene, and a few of you, and Candice have said yes. So I got 3 there. Just yeah, make sure that just DM me, please, 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 because of the energies and things that are coming forth, and a lot of Palladian energies are coming in. So if you're getting a lot of energies, if you're getting if you're getting a lot of downloads, the Palladian energies are really coming in. I can feel their energies coming in to help us and to raise our energy, raise our frequencies. Frequencies are being raised. We just went through a huge transformational, you know, with that earth coming through into this new veil. And so we have these frequencies that are coming in that are preparing for us. So this is a very mystical current that's coming in that is allowing us to come into our archeal patterns, come into that, and choosing in our lives the transformation that we are wanting to bring forth. And that is with the Palladians and bringing in a lot to do with our soul destiny. Soul destiny is really coming in. So I am getting a lot to do with frequencies and working with frequencies. So that's been very interesting for me. And bringing in more sacred geometries and archetypes. So yeah, so lots of stuff coming in, changing, transforming. So yeah, definitely. So sending you guys out so much love. I'm going to put it down here. I'll put it here. It's the gmail.com for e-transfers or paypal.me/the Mama. That's too many R's. Too many R's. Putting that up in the chat there. So that's how you can make payments for the today only. So today only I got the ratings going. So guys, sending you out so much love. Thank you for joining me. And I'll go back and I'll review on Facebook because I didn't see any of your messages on Facebook. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's a good day. This is really a day of, I just get us all in the meadow, starting our cauldrons, bringing the magic in, and allowing for the transformations to come forth. It feels great. It does. This is like, you know what? I just feel like crying because it's like, oh my God, we got some good energy. It doesn't feel like shit today. Yeah, there's some stuff that, you know, of course, Scorpio wants boundaries, but it's still, it is a nice direction. So blessings, everybody. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you do and all that you say and all that you be. Blessed be everybody. Thank you.